What's up? What's up? Woo! Man, I took a nap. Come on, people. Get excited. I took a nap and almost slept through this thing today. Man, what's going on? It is another episode. Hello. Of Music Notes. Where we cover hit songs that are on the charts. My name is Carlos Young, and I am the host of the show. And today we have a good track. First time I've heard this track today, but sitting pretty at number 42 US, at least on Spotify. And it's a cool song, kind of a mixed genre kind of thing. On Music Notes, what we do is we talk about everything top to bottom that we can about charting songs, basically trying to find all of the commonalities so that we can basically have a bass line, not a bass line like a upright bass line, but a bass line like a reference bass line, or kind of where the heart of music is sitting at the moment. Is it the best indicator of where music is going? I think nobody really knows, right? We're all kind of just riding the wave of popular music. You got the guys that are kind of pushing it forward, but then you got other people going a million different other directions. That said, the charts do tell us a lot, and that's why we study them on the show. We talk about melody, we talk about structure, we talk about lyrics, where the song might have come from, in the mind of the creators, and yeah, that's what we do. That's what we're gonna do today. Today's song is "Beautiful Mistakes" by Maroon 5 and Megan the Stallion. You know, but it's not about Maroon 5. It's not so much about Megan the Stallion, or even any one song in particular, because the show is really about the show is about you. All my songwriters out there in the songwriter land, all the would-be songwriters, the couch players of the world, who want to write songs, not really sure how to get started, not sure what to do or how it's done. This is about you. Because at the end of the day, people write songs. So, if you're looking for a good place to ponder the underlying secrets and threads of musicdom, you're in the right place, folks. Today is the final day of this month, and I will be going through and picking from the people who make notes, people who have left comments, to see who's going to win the gifts that I've been wanting to give away, that I'm going to give away, which are one of my favorite drink bottles. Probably the big one. This is my favorite one here. And a notebook, which I do not have on hand right now. But 2 gifts, because I forgot to do one on February. So Mind your business. That's okay. That means one person gets two, they're going to be twice as happy. It's going to be awesome. Now, intros aside, where do we start with music notes? Where do we start? We start in the beginning. So the origins. Hypothetical origins. That's the name of the game. That's where we're going to begin. Where did this song start? For that information, we are going to head for the lyrics. I do this a lot, so I just happen to have the lyrics site already up. But feel free to follow along at home. That's Beautiful Mistakes lyrics by Maroon 5. I should pull it up. And what do we got here? While we wait, I'm going to grab another snack. There's pomegranate. The little seeds, little nibs, whatever they're called. Already like pre-bagged, frozen. Pretty awesome. Okay. Anyway, let's look at these lyrics. So, we got the verse coming in first. It's beautiful, it's bittersweet. You're like a broken home to me. I take a shot of memories and black out like an empty street. I fill my days with the way you walk and fill my nights with broken dreams. I make up lies inside my head like one day you'll come back to me. Okay. I think we can stop right there. I'm going to say the song is about somebody who got away. Sometimes it's much harder. I think last time it was very cryptic. I think with our song from the Biebs, I really didn't know what he was talking about, if that was the one. I don't know. Recently, I didn't know what the song was about at all. This one, I feel like first verse, straight out the gates, we got a bittersweet, sad boy drinking, thinking about, the one that got away, maybe that they'll come back. That's a very classic song. Origin, perhaps one of the most popular of all time. And it still works. You want to write a song about somebody who broke up with you? You think it's all been done before? Well, it has. But it's also going to happen again. And it has happened again. And once again, it works. Write your songs, people. I know a lot of songwriters are out there like, hey, there's someone already wrote a song about that. We tell ourselves a lot of things like to kind of get in our own way, I wouldn't be the first one to write about that. Well, good, Sometimes that's good because that means that people are going to be able to relate. Moving right along, from hypothetical origins, we go to structural guidelines. Now, we pretty much just focus on two different structural elements in this show because this is a live show. This is a 30-minute show. I'm not sure how to get this to work out in the mirror video world. Probably like this, I guess, 30. But one of those was right. Either way, we look at two. We look at song structure in terms of the song format, A, B, C, B, whatever. That being the verse, the chorus, the verse, the chorus, the bridge, or whatever. Very standard thing. If you're not familiar, please, you look it up. We really don't have time. So, that, we look there, and we look at the chord structure. In the verse, do they play C, G, D, B, whatever it is? How does it repeat? How does it change? What stays the same? Etc., etc. So, that's what we're going to do. We're going to look at the structural guidelines, folks. Are you ready? Let's get a moment of quietude. Thank you for showing up and watching this wonderful episode of Music Notes, talking about beautiful mistakes. Here we go. Structural guidelines. So, we got verse 1, we got a pre-chorus, we got a chorus, we got a post-chorus. Okay, cool. We got a verse, we got a pre-chorus, we got a chorus, we got a verse. So we had a post-chorus in the first half, no post-chorus in the second half. We go straight back to the verse, which is Megan the Stallion. This is a feature. So we got Megan coming in the third slot here, verse 3. Verse 2, pre-chorus, chorus, verse 3. Okay, right. Then she says a lot of stuff. Then we go to the bridge. Megan the Stallion on the bridge. Then we go back to the chorus. Then we do the post-chorus. Then we do outro. Okay, this one's like pretty normal. Maybe like as normal as you could hope for with the feature. The feature always kind of throws it off a little bit because you got to get that second person in there somehow, right? So I'm gonna say this one is like actually pretty unusual still though, because it has the post-chorus and then it doesn't after verse 2, the verse 2 chorus, and then then there's no pre-chorus going into the chorus for the third time, but there is a post-chorus. So not super predictable on this one. Not really like the beaten path kind of thing. But it works. As long as you stay pretty much somewhere around the basic song, which is, intro, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, verse, pre-chorus, chorus, bridge, chorus, chorus. As long as you stay pretty close to that. Sometimes you can invert the verse and the chorus, but most songs are going to stay pretty close to that. If your song stays pretty close to that, then you're going to be sitting right there with everybody else, basically. You're not going to be out there in left field by yourself. This song proves that once again. So, let's look at the chords. Now, are these chords right? Honestly, full disclosure, I haven't checked them. So, we're going to go off, I go off of the same site, pretty much the first one, most popular one. There's only one version here, they got 10 reviews, all 5 stars, so maybe pretty trustworthy here. What do we got? So, in the verse, we go from C major 7 to G to A minor to E minor. C major 7 to G to D sus4 to D. Then C major 7, it repeats after that. C, G, A, E, C, G, D, D. Okay, then for the pre-chorus, C, G, A, E, C, G, D. Basically the same. Chorus, C, G, A, E, C, G, D. C, G, A, E, C, G, D. Boom. Okay, and then the post-chorus, C, No, post chorus, excuse me. G, A minor, E minor, C, G, D. I kind of took the chords and just kind of scrambled them there, right? Verse 2, C, G, A, E, C, G, D, D. Okay, sticking to it. Pre-chorus, basically the same thing. Chorus, C, G, A, E, C, G, D. Okay. Yeah, so this is one of the many songs here that basically, by and large, except for the, what was it? Except for the pre-chorus? Where did it go? Except for the post-chorus, pretty much holds the same chord structure the entire time. So, yeah. I like this. This is simple. Simple songs definitely have the greatest potential to be liked by a lot of people. Songs that change chords a whole lot can be a little tough to follow. It has to be done pretty well when you change chords a lot. So, over the history of this show, 20-something episodes, we've mostly seen people using the same chords multiple times, copying chords from the verse for the chorus, and chorus for the post-chorus, and blah, 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 blah. Here, we have no different. Very good. Now, I know that it's really time to focus in. And you got to think about the arrangement. It's a big question when you get to the arrangement, which is,
what are you going to do?
What are you going to do with your arrangement? I'm going to listen to this one, and as best I can, I'm going to follow along with what they did. It probably would help if I plug my headphones in. New to the show, I don't play the person's song, the people's songs on here, because I don't want any static. I don't want any drama. So, off we go then. I'm going to play this track, give you guys a little bit of background, and I'm going to do my play-by-play here. Alright, first thing, guitars, like a pad, and a vocal sample maybe. Okay, the verse, drums, main vocal, the same kind of like muted guitar. That's kind of ambient with like a pad kind of vibe. Pre-chorus, basically the same. Alright, going into the chorus, there's like a little bit of a drop. And then we go into a little bit more bright, more present guitar. And sounds like a bass pattern, but maybe played on the guitar. It's not super low. Now, the post-chorus, essentially the same. Okay, verse 2. Basically more of the same, kind of a muted guitar. They come in with a couple of little like mutes on the instruments. Pre-chorus, second round, kind of strip it back. A little bit of a swell into the chorus. Basic vibe stays the same. A little bit of a vocal sample thing coming in. Making beautiful mistakes. Some ad-libs kind of sliding in here and there. Okay, this site didn't mention the post-chorus after the second chorus, but there is one. Here's Megan. With Megan's part, it's basically the same again. Maybe the hi-hats might have changed a little bit, got a little saucy. Okay. And the bridge. It's nothing crazy going on. They add some little, it's like a breath effect or something going on, like a little vocal. And the chorus comes back with just Adam Levine. A little bit of a vocal doubling going on in the back. Basically doubling up on like the main line with the background vocals. Now we're at the post-chorus. Again, the basic groove of the track is pretty consistent. And we're out. On the outro, we're just with the guitars, a little strumming, and the vocal sample kind of pulls up, and everything else disappears. So yeah. What do y'all think about that? I think it's like it's one of these ones that's very masterfully done, to where there kind of is a lot going on, but it's very subtle, and maybe there probably is a lot of like real subtle programming done on the instruments, but mostly it kind of just stays there with the guitar, which has like maybe like an octave or something on it, creating this pad effect. The main vocal, kick and the snare, I mean, not a whole lot, really. When I first started doing music and I was trying to arrange things digitally, I kind of would get like trigger happy and just like start shooting out parts from every kind of instrument and virtual instrument that I could find. I guess because I was just in love with my materials and my tools or whatever. The name of the game with hit songs is really subtlety. You can do a lot, but you got to do it in a way where it's not super just busy. You know, like a lot of the hit songs they really do have a lot happening. So my play-by-plays or whatever, I can't necessarily call attention to every single detail, but listen carefully, listen when there's quiet, no competing sounds, and you'll hear that there's a lot of little subtle changes going on in the background. But for the most part, they just keep it nice and steady. That holds true this time as well. So, all right. Someone's feeling it. On to the next section. All right, the melody, of course. The melody is how you get into the memories. So let's talk about just the main line, right? Beautiful mistakes, beautiful mistakes, beautiful mistakes. Hang on. Silence. Beautiful mistakes. So this one's like, as far as like singing difficulty goes, pretty low hanging fruit for Adam Levine. He likes to do a lot of like way up there, like falsetto stuff that boggles the low voice mind. But this one is like pretty much just like right there in the pocket, you know? What does it say? Let's go back to that. Try to follow along here. Let's see. Let me go back and listen to it real quick for the melody, just main verse melody. Skip ahead. It's like kind of this droning thing, right? But it has like the pre-chorus jumps up a little bit. So it's like with no intention of like disrespecting the melody. It's kind of like this back and forth na 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 with little na 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 little jumps here and there to kind of sauce it up. But really a pretty basic melody, you know. Beautiful mistakes. Like so much of I feel like catching people's attention and interest and getting stuck in their head is just a lot of it is in that the song name. Beautiful mistakes. Like that's the one you really want to be catchy, right? So aside from those little jumps out of the pocket, this is a very like pocketed melody. It's just like a sandwich, like compressed down. There's a little bit of like that's the sauce, and then it comes right back down into the da 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 da. You know, there's this whole philosophy of like melodies where people are making a lot of songs that just have one note melodies. Look that up. It's crazy. You would think like if you want to be a singer, I gotta sing melodies that blow the mind of everyone that hears them, and that's a fun thing to do. But most songs that are really popular don't do that because you got to get the other person singing them if you want everybody to like them, right? No different here. Oh, I feel like a sneeze coming on. Got to do the Disney trick. Woo! Thank you, Disney. Okay. What's next? Creative cameos. There's a real cameo in this one. We got Megan the Stallion. There was one little like vocal thing. Gotta hurry. One little vocal thing is like on verse 2. Is that it? No. There's a thing like on verse 2. It's a little vocal, like additional texture. Woo! Better find it quickly. Come on, baby. I got like 2 minutes to find something stuck inside of a 4-minute song. I could not find it. I should. You know what? I'm going to just cheat on this one because I'm running out of time. Megan the Stallion, she's the creative cameo for sure on this track. Because this is a pop track. It's not a rap track. But there's a rapper in here. I know it's cheating. Give me a break, folks. I'm running out of time. I didn't feel particularly long-winded on this one, but I'm already out of time. Unanswered questions. What are the unanswered questions? I'm not holding on. Just depressed that you're gone, not holding on. Here's my question. Not the greatest, maybe. Give me a break. Does writing songs about your lovers cure the blues? You be the judge. I'm Carlos Young. I'm your host. This is Music Notes. I'm out of time. Peace.